Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we're back in Walls Road, which is, I assume, a real town name, but then it's procedurally generated, which is interesting. So I guess they go with like generic names? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Who cares? Whatever. Procedural generated maps, fun, aesthetically good enough names, and towns and such. We're playing Master of Command. We have lots of commands to master. Anyway, we got some guys. We want to get another officer for our 2nd Brigade and get more troops. That is kind of our deal right now. We can't get more troops just yet because we're skint. Although, could we? Could we actually, if we just sold everything? Because that would give us, that would put us up to 447. So we could get another unit. But I would like to keep the guns for a promotion, because those are quite nice guns. Ugh. Yeah, alright, we're going to hang on for now. We're gonna hang on to that junk. Because I think that stuff will be useful when we do some promotions. One thing I might do, though, I might... No, I think we're pretty well stocked on stuff. You know, actually, I am going to get some more ammunition. I want to keep these... Well, I want to keep ammunition around 1,000. I want to keep reservists basically like as high as possible, pretty much. Provisions, I think 500 is brilliant. We're only using 7 a day, and Tala's as high as we can get. But you know, the other stuff comes first. Let's go to that convoy because we got to secure 5 convoys, and once we do that, we should get a prize. I don't know if you get the reward straight away, or if the secondary objectives then give you the reward once you've finished the mission. You know. I'm not really sure yet. But anyway, Your Grace, we have located a guarded convoy hauling prisoners, bound men in chains, gaunt and silent. If we strike swiftly, we may seize them and decide their fate. They could be pressed into service as cannon fodder. Oh, good. Though it may require oversight to keep them in line. Shall we engage? We can ransom the prisoners. I mean, that's good. More ammo and talas. I like that. We can get a bunch of reservists, which would be good too. We don't have any muskets in our inventory, sadly, so we can't get another infantry regiment. That would be amazing if we could just get another unit. I mean, that is press ganging them into service as cannon fodder, but look, they can become veterans just like everyone else. Or there's these, where we could have gotten 2 infantry regiments. Wow. But yeah, we don't have those doctrines. So yeah, we will unlock doctrines. I think one of these actually gives us a doctrine. So we can actually leave it, which is interesting. I can't really afford to take anyone's muskets away, can I? That would be a bit mad. However... I guess I could go back to Walls Road and buy a musket and come back. That would be cheaper than getting a... I'm going to try it. So the events do stick around, which is interesting. I don't think they always do. I think they can do. Just we know that there's still... Whoops. I don't know why you missed. There's still prisoners there. None of those are muskets. Ooh, all these earthworks and things would be great, though. Oh, man, and buckshot. Buckshot for our infantry would be cool. Man, all this is really cool. Anyway, yeah, wooden stakes and things would be great, too. Better charge resistance and stuff. And cover base, so they always have some cover. Okay, that stuff's cool. But yeah, I was really hoping we would be able to grab a musket here, but there's no muskets. That's real sad. Damn, we wasted a lot of time doing this. Wasted a lot of time. It's another day gone. We're on day 23 already. 24. We've wasted like 6 days doing this. Let's just ransom them. Done. Next convoy. That's really sad. I really thought we'd be able to get a musket from there. Oh. Now I'm very sad. I don't want to be sad. I want to be happy. Okay, this is interesting. Your Grace, a group of merchants is passing through the area under light guard. They request assistance in defending their wagons from bands of highwaymen. We may assign them a portion of our reserves and ammunition, whether modest or generous, but we must understand that anything we commit shall be at risk. The farther they travel, the more time it will cost us, and if the mission fails, our losses will not be recovered. Let's... Oh, I mean, only a moderate chance. That feels like we're just throwing away 350 reservists. This means we might get something out of it. I think we'll do it. We've got a fair few reservists. We can't send the very best because we don't have infantry focus or unit professionalism. But we'll do that. They returned. Excellent. Your Grace, our detachment returned with the merchants in good order. The escort beat off 2 attempts by highwaymen. The wagons kept their line and reached our pickets by nightfall. Losses were light and discipline held. The merchants paid for the service in coin and goods, and speak well of our conduct. The road is quieter for now, though word will spread and others may test it again. So we get 60 thalers, 2 civilian items, and 370 reservists come back. So we've lost 200 reservists, or a couple of items and 60 thalers, which I think is pretty good. We got breastplates. That's cool. And spontoons for extra veterancy gain. A mark of rank. Etched in brass and steel, not just ceremonial, these double as weapons and inspire troops to follow their bearer. I do love they all have little descriptions and things. It's there's a lot of flavour in this game. Awful lot of flavour. So those breastplates, we should probably give to you. Do I buy another slot? I don't really like spending more thalers, but I do like the idea of these guys being even better in melee again. The better a melee force we can make them, the better. I really want them to just, you know, crush anything that they come across. I want them to win every engagement, if they can. That would be swell. Also, we do have the spontoons as well. So, extra veterancy gain. I guess I'll give it to you guys. And you know what? You can have some spirit rations as well. Extra charge, lower accuracy. Is that worthwhile? Might be good for you. But you have the beer, though. That's extra melee damage. Okay, I guess no one gets these. Next cavalry we get, we'll give them the horseshoes and the spirit rations. And probably not the worn sabres, to be honest. I'm going to hang on to the worn sabres, though. And I'm going to hang on to spare muskets as well. I'm going to hang on to spare muskets. I'm not going to keep selling these. Because if we jump into another event where we have the option to just arm a bunch of people for free units, then we're going to want to arm a bunch of people for free units. There is another town nearby. Sir, this camp was abandoned in haste. Cooking fires still smoulder and scattered kit lies strewn about the grounds. The enemy must have left in a great hurry, though the reason is not immediately clear. We may strip the camp for supplies or take the time to pull up the works entirely. The latter may draw attention, and it is possible a patrol may return before we finish. Okay, the fact it says likely that we'll face a tough enemy field army. I don't think we're capable of dealing with tough enemies yet, but it is hard to tell. I don't quite know how many men that'll be. We can steal some weapons, or we can get a bunch of Tardis provisions and ammunition. I think we'll grab the weapons. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. So Dragoon swords, your basic, basic weapons. And then the cuirassier swords have some advantages there, which is cool. Interesting. So, what does it mean by hashtag or # minus charge? I don't know. I mean, they have less charge than this, you see. I don't know. Anyway, we have a bunch of swords now. I was hoping for more muskets, but here we are. So, Lauenburg. There's a noble estate, which means nobleman. Adds a supply wagon. What does the supply wagon do? I have no idea. Better cover, precise, cavalier, better cavalry charge. Wow, higher chance of officer death. Oh dear God. So yeah, he'd be great, but he's quite expensive. All of this stuff is. Some guns we could get. As in, you know, artillery guns. Plenty of decent stuff at the stable. All very expensive, though. Oh, man, it's all these things. Yeah, the Chevaux de Frise, I think, would be amazing if we get this stuff. It would really help us giving up like these to all of our infantry to protect from cavalry charges. That would be really nice. Buckshot rounds, very cool. So yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot we need. We don't really need these swords, though, do we? do we? Let's get rid of these two. Let's keep the cuirassier swords. Oh, I still think we need to keep that. I still think we need to keep the gun. But let's do that. That'll give us enough that I can get this guy. So Carl Ferdinand. How do you say ZU? I never know. I never know how to say that. Hohenlohe? But yeah, Carl Ferdinand. Let's hire him. This guy's better, but he's higher rank, you see. He will still rank up like everybody else. So that's fine. So now he's leading these guys. But what does the supply wagon do? Adds a supply wagon. But what does the supply wagon do? It doesn't say. Is it this? Is it light baggage? Did it give us that? Or is that just we have light baggage? We're not carrying much, so we're quicker. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that does. I have no idea what that does. No idea. I wish I knew what the baggage train does. Maybe it lets you carry more items. I really don't know. I'm not sure where to look. I mean, I can see it. I can see it here. I just don't know what that does. But maybe it'll come up at some point. But anyway, as he levels up, he will get experience. Same with him, all right? Any of our officers, when we do more battles, they'll level up, and we'll be able to pick more skill points for them, so we can get them new skills that'll, improve everyone under their, in their brigade, basically. Anyone under their command. So that's it, because we're broke. So stolen cattle, so provisions, fewer provisions are available, and they cost more. Cavalry, less cavalry recruitable. Glanders outbreak. I assume glanders is like a horse disease? I assume. I don't really know. Oh, hang on a minute. He looks like a juicy target. And who are you? 12,000. That's an encamped army. That is double our number. That is double our number. Which is concerning that there are armies that are twice our size running around. Your Grace, our column has arrived upon the flank of a friendly force, who now prepares to launch its final assault upon an enemy position. Because remember, we are just one army in a war. Alright, there's a whole war going on, with other armies of our nation and all the rest of it. So, we are just one army that is working sort of independently within the full, thing. So yeah. There are allies that you bump into and all sorts, which I think is really cool. It really does, make you feel like part of a bigger thing. But you only have to focus on your little thing, which I think is really good. It means you can focus more on it, with more detail. Working on all your little, your different items and stuff. I really like that. Our column has arrived upon the flank of a friendly force who now prepares to launch its final assault upon the enemy position. They have requested men to aid in the attack. We may furnish them with reservists as we see fit. Should they succeed, we shall be entitled to a portion of whatever is taken. God, there'll be a lot of reservists, but it is still less than half of what we have. Unfortunately, we don't have any of these doctrines. Alright, let's roll the dice. It succeeded. It succeeded. Our detachment formed on the friendly flank and went in with the second line. The enemy position was carried after close volleys and a short push, their colours drawn off and guns abandoned. Losses among our men were present, but not ruinous, and order was kept. By prior understanding, we received a fair share of what was taken. The detachment has rejoined the column, blooded and steady, so we got 330 reservists back, as well as 3 weapon items and some talers. Alright, we got better bayonets. And we have, Jonkoping, I think. Or is it Jonkoping? I'm not sure. Is the umlaut make it an ooh or an oh? Yes, probably. Anyway, or is it an ooh? Is it an ooh, an oh, or an oh? Who can say? Probably all German speakers. Probably. They can probably say. No way of knowing. Light socket bayonets seem nice. Do we? Yes, we do. These guys all have terrible bayonets. So yeah, let's swap them out for nicer ones. And yeah, I'm not going to give them to you, I'm afraid. But the extra charge would be nice if I am forced to run them into something. It would help. Just that extra shock damage early. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And these muskets have better melee and charge, but lower range and accuracy. Which makes me wonder, do I want to give these to someone? That I make more of a melee-focused one. I am still very tempted to do that. Still very tempted. So I might. I think we need the extra range, though, for now. We'll keep them as is. So there is an encampment there, but I think we chase this guy down first. Because his army is smaller than mine. Though he does want to fight us. He is pursuing us. That is provincial cavalry. He does have French battalion artillery. So they are going to be pounding us with guns. Which, have we seen yet? I'm not sure we have. Let's get them. Okay. So. Oh, that's the supply train. So what does that do? What do you do? I have no idea. I assume it adds a supply wagon. No, it is the supply wagon. Okay, so I assume it depletes... No, that's its morale. I assume like it maybe has ammunition? Maybe? Does it like hand people ammo? I assume it does. I assume it just restocks people. That's really interesting. I'd never seen this before. Yeah, I assume it restocks ammo or like lowers ammo consumption or something. But I have no idea. I've never seen it. Which is interesting. Okay, let's get... God, your ranges are terrible. I need to upgrade all these guys. You know, in due time. They are going to be pounding us with artillery, though. Which is a bit of a problem. We do outnumber them. So do we just march on them? Is that something we do? Do we actually just march on them this time? I think perhaps we do. I'm very worried about our cavalry getting blasted to bits, though. Or our baggage train. But yeah, maybe the plan is just to march. You know? We should have some good cover here with all the everything. So are they going to be pushing forwards? They are pushing forwards. How do they all look? Yeah, fine. Don't have to worry about, you know, any chevaux de frise. You can hang out in there, I guess. Yeah, they're about to be in range. They're about to be in range of us. They're going to start shooting soon. Let's get you up on the hill. And in fact, I want you to run. I actually want you to run there. Okay, these are all still marching forwards. That's actually great news. Let's bring you over here. And yeah, we'll try and move you here, I guess. That'll work. Probably. Everybody run. Okay. Maybe I should run to here, you know. I don't know if I'll be able to hit them from there, though. Okay, have they hit anyone yet? So what are they? They haven't hit anyone yet. They haven't hit anyone. But they are 3-pound guns. With a few items. They get extra items too. Which means hopefully we can steal those, should we defeat them. Now, oh no! No, not a little supply wagon. Oh no! Oh, you monsters! Alright, we need to push further forward. This is going to ruin our accuracy. But hopefully they'll all start blasting us like mad. But yeah, we need to push forwards. What is their range, actually? Their range is... Oh my god, is that their range? 148? Jesus. That's very good range. And yeah, I worry about the provincial cavalry taking a lot of damage. So they just destroyed our baggage train. Do we get a new one? Because it's a skill point? It's interesting they went straight for that. You guys are tired. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have been sprinting that whole time. You're going to get hit. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Probably fine. What's their range? 120. Only 100. Damn. You've lost 58, which I'm not appreciative of. Let's see how we do firing back. They should have decent cover here, so... Well, not as decent as you'd think, huh? All the trees and everything. No, they're losing a few. And no, you can't shift draw like you can in Total War, which is a bit of a shame. But it is what it is. You guys are suffering huge casualties. How have you not shot yet? I don't understand. Oh, now you're shooting. And, alright, okay. 50 kills. That's taking you a hell of a long time to get those 50 kills, though. Okay, they've got Prussian Provincial Cavalry on the way, which I'm not happy about. These recruits are suffering in here, too. We're getting wrecked. We are getting absolutely wrecked here. This is going terribly. Not gonna lie, it's going real badly. Not happy about this. Not happy about this one bit. I think we can absolutely wreck those provincial cavalry, though. I don't think they stand much of a chance. I think we have much... Yeah, we have much better stats. I still want to actually, like, hit them, though. Alright, you run. You're retreating? Jesus. Alright, we need to get into their artillery, I think. Yeah, you're running, which means they're shooting someone else now. Which sucks. Okay, let's get to here and start shooting. You just go have them. Just have them. Have them, mate. You'll do great. You'll do great. I swear. I'm going to charge you in. I'm going to charge you in, and then we can charge them in the rear with the cavalry, and the muskets can keep trying to whittle them down a bit. Okay, which way are they turning? Okay, they're moving this way. Okay, they're thinking about running. Okay, you need to start running. Okay, good. They've changed their mind again. They don't know which way to run. That should work out great. Our guys did great over here. They are charging us, but that does mean we'll be able to charge them in the rear. Okay, they're fleeing. They're fleeing. Let's get you here. You need to run so you can get in range quickly. And I think these guys will probably shatter before long, but maybe. Yeah, let's charge their artillery. Charge their artillery. Okay, these guys are tired. We aren't. So a nice rear charge into their fusiliers here should help break them in pretty huge numbers. Numbers are dropping very quickly now. Our cavalry. Many kills. Those reservists are having just the worst time, but that's okay. You guys keep blasting them, please. And you need to move in here. They're shattered. Perfect. Okay, you kind of got a bit stuck there, didn't you? And you're very tired, but I don't think that's going to matter too much if you charge into those guns. Yeah, our recruits here are having a bad day. Come on, what's your deal? Come on. Oh, they're retreating. Come on. Come on. It's okay, they're running away. It's not a problem. Okay, I feel like you guys are getting a bit stuck here. Being a bit janky. But that's okay. We're charging from two sides. Yeah, they retreated real quick. And those Fusiliers are having a bad day too. Okay, you can start walking actually. Okay, you won't toggle run. What is wrong with you guys? Come on, start walking. Thank you. Are they? Nope. They're pointing towards these guys, so let's charge them. And they're retreating. They're not happy at all. I wouldn't be happy either dealing with this. So, awful start. We took a huge amount of casualties, but we did turn it around once we started, getting our cavalry in play. Which I think will probably be the trend here. We do have pretty, basic infantry for the most part. Like, the recruits just aren't that great yet. As soon as we can upgrade them all to musketeers, we'll be a lot more comfortable. And maybe one unit to grenadiers. We'll see. Okay, bit of extra cash. And a lot of swag, actually. So silver gorgets, these are also just stuff you can sell, basically. More spontoons, so we can put up veterancy of people as well. But yeah, that went well. We lost 1,400 men, which is actually more than we have, so I think we're going to have to do some conscription here. And that will restore 10% of our casualties too, which, yeah, be 140 back immediately. But still. It's a shame we couldn't go for some more money, a more of a profitable endeavour. Though we did get a lot of items, so there is that. And our Brigadier General, whatever he is, I don't know. He just leveled up. Flanking fire damage up and melee damage received up. I don't like that much. Extra stamina is sort of huge. I do push my men a little too far. Ammunition consumption down and reload speed up by 5% is nice, though. But I think stamina. The way we use cavalry and things, I think 15% extra stamina is going to be really, really useful. That might get us an extra charge. Or that might be the difference between being tired and exhausted in a fight, I think that might be worthwhile. I do like flanking fire damage up, though, but the extra melee damage received is really painful. I don't want that when I'm sending people into melee. So yeah, stamina, I think, is just universally really useful. Because, yeah, you guys do get tired shooting and reloading as well. I'm pretty sure. So there is that too. Right, everyone gets their ammo back, army strength up, and yeah, I guess we still have a supply wagon. I guess it does give you ammunition back. I still don't know. It would be nice if it said somewhere. Let's go to Lauenburg. Now, we have a lot of stuff to sell. Clothes, the gorget. I think getting like half the value is pretty good. Melee damage received minus 15% and attrition is down too. Interesting. Elevation screws. There'll be extra range for our artillery once we have it. If we ever get it. Gun picks. Hardened tools to clear vent holes and dislodge powder residue. Speeds up loading for seasoned hands. Sturdy shoes. Better movement speed. That's extra stamina. Full gaiters. Tool. Tight-fitting legwear that guards against mud, brush and fatigue. Marching becomes quicker and easier over time. I think that is quite useful. But I think maybe we just sell this stuff and we see if we can't get another unit. More cavalry. Could get some more cavalry, or we could just go with a bunch more recruits. Because that's the thing, at some point, right, a bunch of our guys will hit veterancy and we'll be able to just turn them all into musketeers, right? And that'll save us like half of the cost. So I think just getting the cheap ones is worthwhile. And some Freikorps hussars as well. I mean, they seem pretty good too, actually. Pretty good units. Yeah, I think I'm getting more cantonists. I mean, we can't afford most other units, but we can actually afford the Prussian land milits, interestingly. But no, let's go with all provincial cavalry. We can afford a few different types. We just can't afford the musketeers, which is kind of what I want. I just want a lot more musketeers. But yeah, I think cantonist recruits. Maybe. I mean, more cavalry does sound good, doesn't it? An extra unit would be there'd be a lot of extra utility, like a huge amount. So you know what? Let's get more cavalry. We'll just get cavalry straight up. I know we can promote to it, but they're not that much more expensive. There's some more provincial cavalry. So we're going to do that. Because we already have equipment for them. Now, I guess we'll put another one of you in here. I hate to lose them. I think this guy is going to be... Yeah, I think this guy is going to be more about our infantry eventually, but we can move these guys around more later. But for now, we want these guys to be doing the job. So let's get... yeah, cuirassier swords. Much better. And then we're going to give you some booze, so you have better charge. Your accuracy doesn't matter. We're going to give you some horseshoes. And... is that it? Yes, that's all we can equip it with. But still, that's not bad. If you compare the stats, though, look how much better these guys are over these. Just from the items we've given them. And I guess the, like, much better swords as well. But, like, 15 more stamina? Like, a lot of that is veterancy, though. They do improve over time as they get better, which is pretty cool. But, yeah, we don't have enough veterancy to become dragoons yet, which is a shame. Oh! Oh. Hello there. Oh. It was gold, so I thought we could do it. They only have 2. So they can become land millets. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Shame. How about you? You have 2. Okay, they both have 2 veterancy. You have 3. But I want to make you veteran musketeers. Which will be 5. 5 levels for that. So yeah, these guys are taking a while to level up. I feel like they leveled up a lot quicker in my last campaign. But I don't know. Maybe I was just... maybe I've just been a bit quicker. I don't know. Alright, I think we're good. Or are we? Okay, we can't afford any of this stuff. We could sell the worn bayonets, though. I think. Yeah. And we could probably sell one of these, too. Maybe both of them. I don't think we have to worry about the ammo consumption right now. I don't think we have to worry about that. So I think this is fine. We'll sell that stuff. They'll give us an extra 100. And then that means we can buy some, yeah, some chevaux de frise would be amazing, I think. So big charge resistance. And I mean, earthwork's cool too, but that's more cover than charge. It's the charge resistance we want. Because we want, like, this unit, you know, our musketeers. I mean, do we slow down their reload time? Let's lower their accuracy slightly. Well, accuracy is 52, so that 6 is actually quite significant. Although, 59, that's only lose 4. Extra stamina, though? But yeah, I think this is bigger. So still firing every, you know, 3 times a minute. And, yeah, the chevaux de frise, that'll just mean that if cavalry try and charge us, they're gonna die. One thing I do like about how these things work, they always, like, follow. Is every time you guys stop, you know, and you're back in line and you're not on the march, the encampments, you know, the emplacements rather, just set up again, which I think is good. It just assumes that they're carrying them forward, which, you know, they would. They would also assume it would sort of be it would affect fatigue, but it doesn't, and I think it just keeps things quite simple. Which, honestly, I like. So there is... okay, there's slums there. That's the slums we found before we went back up to that town. There's also one more encampment over there. There's also another encampment there and there too. Another convoy. A couple of convoys around. Okay. So we do need a secure encampment. So we're going to go up to this one first. Ooh, let's visit these slums. We might be able to support the people. That's a lot of... that'd be a lot of provisions lost. We are running low on provisions, actually. We should probably just buy some more, but that's a huge amount of reservists. That would really help. So, sir, a bitter quarrel has engulfed the local populace, splitting families and entire quarters into warring camps. The cause is long forgotten, but the bloodshed persists. One side flies the banner of the local magistrate, the other a peasant militia, seeking to cast him down. We may throw our lot in with the authorities, offering coin to bolster their defence. If they prevail, they have agreed to reward us with a cache of arms. Alternatively, we could provision the rebels, who beg only for food to sustain their struggle. Should they succeed, they will pledge us men drawn from their numbers. Neither side commands certainty. Pretty cool. We don't have the money for the weapons there, but yeah, his provisions will get loads of reservists. Excellent. There's a silly amount of reservists. We are losing 7 food a day, which isn't the most. I think we're okay there. They're still encamped. At some point I would love to go fight them, but yeah, we might not ever have a big enough army to do that. Let's see. Your Grace, we have been invited to an allied encampment where senior officers are conducting field exercises with their men. They offer us the opportunity to drill alongside them. We may send a few regiments to practice arms and receive modest instruction, or dispatch our officers to gain experience of their own. We can spend 100 ammunition. It loses 2 days, but will our regiments gain a lot of experience, which might be worthwhile. I don't really know how much 320 is. I'll assume it's a lot. You know? You just have to assume. I mean, that would be pretty good if we had the Talos. Just have our officers level up a bunch. Or arrange a war game, which we'd get everything. Takes 5 days, though. Which, you know, this thing is pushing along. Now, we are on day 43. I mean, it's the 7 Years' War. I wonder if, like, every one of these maps is, like, a year, and you do a map like this 7 times. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But yeah, let's do that. Send regiments in for advanced training. So some time has passed, and we got a bunch of experience. How much experience? I mean, that went up to 3. So that's not so bad. He's on 4, which is enough to make a Dragoon. We have a Dragoon. And yeah, they haven't done a single thing yet. And they're already most of the way up to level 2, so that's pretty good. Oh, so they need 1,500 for that level. They need 850. So that's interesting. So it seems that... So it seems to be interesting in that, like, if you do a cheap upgrade, you'll be able to do the next upgrade even quicker, because it's like population growth in Warhammer, right? The lowest levels are always quickest to gain, even if you are, like, in a more advanced thing. Even if you're on, like, a higher stage. This always resets to 0. Every time you, like, go up a tier, right? That make sense? Should do. If not, I can't help you. Okay. There's a fort. We don't have any artillery yet, so I don't think that's wise. So there are these, by the way. These I haven't looked at yet. I haven't used them at all, because I've been pretty happy doing the things that we're doing. But we can lower our campaign movement speed to save us some provisions, and it also gives us better visibility. So we could forage. We could also drill. Our army can't move if we do that, but it gives our guys experience. So if we are in a position where we don't really need to do anything except, like, wait out this clock to go attack, you know, the final battle, we can just drill our guys to make sure they're ready, which I think is pretty cool. And yeah, that would level up our guys pretty quickly. In like 10 days, we get like 800 veterancy. That'd be an extra level for some of them. Take talers per regiment and army daily. This raiding. Take 3 provisions per regiment, and the settlement receives pillaged. And again, the army can't move. This one, forced march, we can just move a lot quicker. We suffer attrition though, so every day we lose 10% of our men. We use more provisions, campaign visibility's down, army replenishment's down. Really just, yeah, do that to escape or quickly get to somewhere. You know, it's tricky. But yeah, I think we forage. You have enabled the foraging stance. This decreases provisions. Yeah, I know, it said. Remember to select the default stance. The top of the stance to stop foraging. Yeah, will do. Will do, mate. Yeah, we'll head over to Minden. So where are we on the map right now? Oh, that's where the encampment is. This is the boss. 14,000 men. We have 6,000. This is going to take some time, isn't it? I'm a little worried. We might not be able to get an army big enough. Like, there is a limit to what's, like, around, you know, for us to deal with. And I think that's why you don't always succeed. There is a herd here. This might get us a bunch of provisions. I'm going to ignore Minden for now, because I don't have any money, so what's the point? The shepherd, your grace. We encountered local pastor, tending a modest flock of sheep in a meadow untouched by war. The man has little use of a coin, but would welcome assistance. In exchange for some coin, he offered to shear his flock and provide us with warm clothes and fresh mutton. A quiet mercy in these opening days of war. We don't have... he'll give us an excellent great coat if we had a bit more money. A good great coat rather than excellent great coat. We can't get a great coat. Or a great good coat, but that's fine. 90 more provision sounds nice. And that's worth 110, so that's pretty good too. Though we can only sell it for like half as much, so, you know. Still, not bad. Not bad. I like it. Anyone can wear that, by the looks of it. Anyone can wear that. So lower melee damage received. I'll probably give that to you. Because he's all... Oh, hang on. Oh, because I went from provincial cavalry to dragoons. So there's actually 600 in a unit. They get an extra 200. So I had to fill out the ranks. Interesting. Very cool. Anyway, you've already got clothes on. You've got a breastplate. So that's minus 25%. And it's minus 15%. So, very cool. Okay. Where to now? Don't know, I don't like being so close. But let's maybe head up to this town? Oh, hello. 5,000. Good. That's probably... They are heading for us. So we can quickly visit here. See if there's anything we can flog. There is a foundry. So we can buy a bunch of guns. Ho, £12 howitzers. £12 guns. I mean, what have we got? We got, yeah, 6-pounders. They got bronze 6-pounders, which are apparently better. Awesome. It's a lot of guns. Very cool. Do we sell some stuff? So we can, I mean, we could sell everything and we won't get enough for, like, another unit of anything. So I guess it doesn't really matter. I would love some artillery. I really would. In fact, you guys... Not you guys. You guys. Some of you guys. You guys? You guys. I can get an artillery battalion. I can actually get an artillery battalion. Okay, should we do that? We'd have... God, we'd have 3. We'd only have 3 units of infantry. 2 cavalry and guns. Sure. Sure, let's go nuts. Oh boy. Oh. And you start with a worn £1 gun. Okay, well here's better gun. So you do get a gun. That you can't even swap out, the reserve swords. You don't need... Do you need veterancy? I mean, probably, actually. Accuracy goes way up because of the weapon, which is cool. I think if we upgrade you... Okay, if we go to field artillery, for some reason reload skill goes down, but accuracy goes up. How is that the case? That's weird. Huh. I have no idea. No idea. But sure. So that's cool. We have artillery now. None of this stuff can be equipped by artillerymen, which is fine. Do I need artillery here, or do I put it with the supply train? I think the extra reload speed would benefit our artillery. Yeah, this is a bit of a mess, because we don't really have the right... You know, we don't have enough officers to really cover our bases. It's just whoever's under this guy is going to get most benefit. So just having a couple of, like, random recruits over here is sort of the best we can do. But sure. Let's go fight that guy. Hopefully we'll get enough money we can buy some... So the hope is, right, the hope is we do enough damage to this guy. He does have some artillery. He only has 3 guys, so we're up. We're up a unit on him, so that's good. But yeah, hopefully fighting this guy will give us enough money to be able to buy some more provisions. That would be great. We are rolling in reservists, so we should be able to pick the, you know, wring all the money out of their pockets option. Probably ransom, I think. Hopefully we'll get some good items to sell too. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay, and we do have this area to defend. I love that when you fight near a city, you fight near a city. It's very cool. Very cool indeed. Yeah, this game is great. I love these giant battlefields. They feel really good. They feel really nice. And the fact that, like, you know, each combat takes a while to sort of resolve, it does give you time to maneuver things. And I've really missed that. I really missed that in Total War games. Because it is nice. It means that even, like, quite rubbish forces can technically be pretty damn good. So you have to limber or unlimber them to make sure they're ready to fight. Let's put you behind the buildings, because they don't technically count. They're technically made of paper. So it's fine. But yeah, that... so we have 400 range on ours. They have 3, 6, 7. So actually, we might be able to use our artillery to shoot their artillery? Potentially? So these are Prussian dragoons. They have these... we have these provincial cavalry. They're a smaller number as well, which is cool. But yeah, these Prussian dragoons I think can do wonders for us. Now we have a supply train as well, which I'm going to put near the artillery, and we'll see what happens. Is it going to like say something nearby? That there's like a baggage train nearby or something? Don't know. No idea. No idea. But sure. You guys, we're gonna just like fill this town, I guess. And that should work out great. But I think for now, we're going to wait a while. Let their guns get into range. We might just shoot their cavalry, to be honest. We may just shoot their cavalry instead. Though if we shoot their guns, we'll probably hit their cavalry anyway. It's nice of them to stand there. Like, I always try and be a bit careful and spread out my valuables. Okay, so we're in there, in range of our guns. Which means there's no reason not to push these forwards. So, let's push them forwards. Let's go there. I'll move you a little quicker. I might have to, like, rearrange you a smidge. That's fine. Maybe go along here, actually. Or along here. It's a bit of an awkward angle, isn't it? Maybe go to here, but it's a bit far forward. I'm not sure I want to do that. But yeah, I think everything in this aura will benefit from... Oh boy. Well, they just shot at our artillery. That's rude. Rude. Oh, they didn't lose anyone. They've killed 12. They've not lost anyone. Who did we hit then? Oh, that's not blood. Damn, we missed everybody? That sucks. Come on, mate. You can deal with them. You've been an artillery crew for like 8 minutes. How are you not better? Unacceptable. Ooh. Alright, come on, reload, 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 reload. Bam, 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 bam. I think... No, we missed them too. Oh, wait, we're not hitting anyone. You've not hit anyone yet. Oh no, you've killed 16. Who have you killed? Oh my god, have you killed them? They've lost 13 already. Does it count kills against friendlies? Because none of these guys have lost anyone yet. Oh, you did shoot them though, didn't you? You lost okay, you killed 16 of them. The baggage train is already running away. I feel like as long as there's artillery, baggage trains are useless. Because they don't seem to do anything. As far as I can tell. Alright, let's move you guys up to these fences. I think we're going to have to. I hope we're in range. I hope we'll be in range if we get there. Because they're just in range. Oh, not quite. What is your range? 132. Damn, they got better range than us. So this isn't going to work. Supply train still getting blasted. They're still shooting our artillery here. That sucks. Alright, let's get you over there. Let's get you over here. I really don't want their guns shooting at me. Oh god, you're almost running? Jesus! Alright, let's try and kill some of those hussars. We just need to get into the fight here. This has been a terrible, terrible miscalculation, hasn't it? Let's get you back over here. Try and support them. Oh, okay. They're moving forwards. But not that much. Just enough to be able to hit us, and we can't hit them. That's disappointing. Okay, they have hussars on the move. Oh no, they're trying to move a little... yeah, they are. They're moving closer. I'm trying to hit them. We killed 24 guys. Can you get a nice hit on them? Take a long time to reload. Our baggage train's back. Okay, good. Rule in range. They are getting absolutely pounded, but they got good cover. So there is that. These French hussars have much better charge than us. Crap. These are our crappy ones. Oh no, they're so screwed. They're so screwed. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. We're definitely going to lose our provincial cavalry. It's a shame. But it is what it is. Oh, also, yeah, you can see here, look at that. There's the defences we brought. Alright, they're going to move to attack. Ooh, that's going to sting. I don't enjoy. Alright, they're charging into us, which is going to suffer them horrible casualties, so that's great. That's great news. Okay, now you, unfortunately, have the job of charging our enemies here. Now you can also charge. Let's confuse the balls out of them. Come on. But yeah, this should work out nicely. And if it doesn't, then ow. Oh god, they turn to face. They really do turn on a dime, don't they? Even distracted like this. So, okay, they did retreat in a hurry, so that's good news. That's good news. And you can attack them, and let's get you up and around. You can shoot into these guys that do seem to be tightening their ranks on account of the cavalry, which seems perfect for us. And we actually... Oh. I'm saying we actually have artillery that can... No. No, that ran away. Oh, no. That was silly of me. I didn't realise we were still in melee stance. This has been... Oh, God. This is bad news. This is very bad news. We're exhausted. We may lose our dragoons here as well to their hussars. I think everyone's exhausted. Okay, no, the French hussars seem to be losing. Oh, thank God. And, now let's charge these guys, which I know is probably a bit iffy. They are going to be able to fight back, but... Nice. Nice. Alright, let's try and shatter these guys. Come on. That'll be fine. Kind of. Can you charge? It's running on the spot. I don't really understand what you're doing. But I think that's fine. Let's just move you over here. Okay, excellent. Charge. Just charge them. That's fine. Yeah, and you charge them too. I know everyone's exhausted, but they're going to break in a second, so let's just get in before, you know, more of our guys decide to fail here. Okay, good, we got them. That's a victory. Alright, pretty high casualties. We have 1 million reservists. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh boy. Okay, that was fine. That went fine. We had some guys routed, but that's absolutely fine. Oh, hell yeah, mon chevaux de frise. Which I enjoy. And heavy socket bayonets. Interesting. We could have much better melee troops now. Got some canteens as well for extra stamina. And the Neustadt. The Neustadt muskets. Have extra range and charge. Worse reload, though. Interesting. I mean, the extra range might be really useful. That might be useful. I mean, give the limber chest to our artillery as well. So, okay. We have 4,000 reservists, so I think we're pretty good. We can get 100 thalers. Not the most, is it? Huge amount of veterancy, though, if I do an exchange. And that will give us provisions, which is what we need the thalers for. So, actually, I mean, 1,300 veterancy is huge. I think this is how I leveled up a lot quicker in my own game. I think I had pretty good resources, so I did this a couple times. And everyone just, like, went mad leveling up. So let's do that. Okay, everybody got promoted. Which is nice to see. It's a couple of 4s now. But I don't think that's quite enough. Or is it? Yes, it is! Guys, we have a couple more units of musketeers. Hell yeah. Okay, awesome. Okay, all of our cantonists have been upgraded. Alright, everyone replenish. Still have a lot of reservists. Yeah, everyone replenish, everyone get ammo. This went really well. This went great. We still have 2 more slots in this brigade, though. We might just need to start saving up money to get better, you know, better thingamajigs. Alright, it's almost leveled again, but... yeah, I do kind of feel like it's our officers letting us down a bit here. You still have terrible bayonets, so here, have better bayonets. Thank you. Oh, we lost those bayonets when we got the battalion, because they had those better bayonets, didn't they? You lost almost your entire unit, which is crazy. You should probably get something better than just veterancy gain. Although I guess everyone should get a bit of veterancy gain, shouldn't they? Here we go. Lovely. Chevaux de Frise in, like, every unit of muskets with Chevaux de Frise, and we don't have to worry about, we won't have to worry about, cavalry anymore, basically. And yeah, let's get this for ammo consumption. It'll lower down your movement speed, but I think that's okay. Canteens will keep up stamina, which I think might be nice for our other... yeah, for our other cavalry here. And you're rank 3 already. Almost Dragoons, actually. These guys are almost Dragoons. Only need 1,500. One more combat if we pick that last option, whatever it was. I think that'll do it. I think that'll put everyone in a pretty good spot. Okay, so the heavy socket bayonets. I wonder... I mean, the ones with the Chevaux de Frise probably shouldn't be the ones we charge into melee, right? Probably not. So, the musketeers that we've got, I might wait until they get to... although they do have all the better reload speed stuff. Okay, we'll probably make these the veteran musketeers, which they are almost at. They are almost there, which is cool. Man, this is great. I love this. I love the progression of all this stuff. This is something else that you don't get in Total War. Where, yeah, you get, like, veterancy, but you can't rank them up to, like, better units. And I think that's such a fun thing, because you still feel like you're using the same units. They've gone on a bit of a journey, right? And I think that's great. I think that's great, you know, to be able to have that. Where you aren't confined by sort of like recruitment buildings. It feels like more like an empire that has access to all of this stuff already, and you can then, you know, use it where appropriate. I think that's really cool. I think this is a nicer feel. I think it's better. Let's just give this to anyone. I don't really mind. Don't really mind who gets it. Could spend some more talas to get you some spontoons, then get extra veterancy as well, but don't think we necessarily need that. So this one, reload and stamina. I mean, extra stamina would be nice, but it feels a bit of a waste. You have a slot left, so let's just give that to you. Good. Alright, guys, we are well over time. I've got an hour. I was trying to go 45 minutes. That was bad. Oh, provisions are cheaper here. We should do that then. Only costs 16 for 50. So let's do that. I know it's a fair bit, but that's suddenly a lot better. We're apparently only using 1 food per day. I guess because we're in foraging stance. That still feels a little quick, doesn't it? Interesting. Okay, sure. Not quick. Slow. It feels like we're not eating anything. No one's eating, apparently. Not hungry. They ate too much of the flesh of their enemies, I suppose. Good for them. Guys, if you're enjoying this, please do comment, like, and subscribe. And remember, the game is out today, so you can go and buy it using the link below. Probably. I don't know what time it's available. I think like 7 o'clock. So it might not be available just yet, but then the clocks have changed. So I don't really know where we're at. I don't know how time do. But at some point, soon, some point today, probably very soon, you can use the link in the description and the discount code Janet to get the game for cheaper. It's like 20 quid, which is amazing. I'm really surprised. Although I guess, I mean, it feels about right. This is a bit more of like an indie feeling game. But also I'm always surprised at how complex these games can be. at their price point. Because, you know, I keep comparing this to Total War, of all things, you know? Which is a huge budget game. And, like, this is doing a great job of, you know, having a niche in that sort of, you know, that little historical niche for this war, you know, muskets and things. It's doing that great. So, yeah, I'm proud of it. Guys, comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.